Is Rivian Automotive, RIVN, a new electric vehicle manufacturer's most recent announcement sufficient to turn the organization's tide? For forceful brokers, the response has all the earmarks of being indeed, with RIVN stock making some commotion in the choices market. At the same time, market participants will need to act quickly because EVs are heavily impacted by larger economic issues. Additionally, the majority of businesses other than Tesla, TSLA, are in jeopardy due to the ongoing price war in the underlying industry. Indeed, rival RIVN stock fell nearly 13% while TSLA stock rose nearly 79% since the beginning of the year. To be fair, both look bad when compared to the trailing year. However, traders must take into account the fact that Rivian must demonstrate itself more than Tesla does. Nonetheless, speculators find the most recent development extremely intriguing. What to keep an eye out for? Why did the stock of RIVN fall on Friday? Following a rough exchanging last week because of more extensive worries related with the obligation roof emergency, RIVN stock at long last got ready to take on the world for the bulls. On Friday, a few media sources declared that the principal R1T electric truck coordinated with Rivian's new double-engine Enduro drive unit moved off the sequential construction system. The Enduro ought to convey critical effectiveness and cost profile benefits. Rivian, first and foremost, forms the Enduro in-house, though the Flow R1T and R1S, electric SUV, run on an outsider quad-engine drive unit. Second, Rivian's total addressable market should grow as a result of the Enduro integrated EV's lower energy consumption and relatively minor performance loss. A package that was otherwise appealing was significantly marred by efficiency issues. The Rivian R1T is by far the least efficient electric vehicle Edmunds has tested. It then, at that point, proceeds to express that the R1T's utilization rate lands at 46.9 kWh/100 miles, meaning utilizing almost 23% more energy per 100 miles than the following most eager for power EV Edmunds has tried, the Audi e-tron Sportback. Thusly, drivers ought to have the option to appreciate vigorous reach at an obviously lower cost. Customers who are interested in purchasing an R1T can do so at a starting price of $73,000 using the Enduro drive unit. Last year, Motor Trend detailed that Rivian raised the cost of the least expensive quad-engine R1T Max Pack to $90,315. Maybe as anyone might expect, bullish brokers gladly seized the chance. Barcart's screener for unusual options activity highlighted RIVN stock after the May 26 close, specifically call options with a $17.50 strike price and a July 21, 2023 expiration date. At the time of this writing, 55 days remain before the expiration date. Further, the bid-ask spread as addressed by the midpoint cost, 85 pennies, emerged to 4.71%. In contrast to the 2,971 open interest reading, volume reached 13,407 contracts. However enticing, should brokers nibble or sit tight for a superior open door? On the surface, momentum appears to favor Rivian stock. Other EVs and economic concerns weigh heavily on Rivian. Shares increased nearly 4% of equity value on Friday. They gained 12% for the previous week. For the aforementioned calls to be profitable, RIVN must gain nearly 16% in the open market to close at $15.14. Given the Enduro drive unit, which has the potential to alter the game, it is a risky wager but not entirely unrealistic. introduce our dual motor variants is a major milestone in ramping our facility to its full capacity, and the employees have done a great job working across so many functions to make this happen, Rivian Vice President of Manufacturing Operations Tim Fallon stated in reference to the team's recent success. It's more than just words. With a cost war preparing in the EV space, any benefit makes a difference. Rivian stands out from Tesla, which has become somewhat stale due to its now boring and predictable design language, in my opinion, thanks to its distinctive design element. However, economic concerns will almost certainly have a significant impact on RIVN stock sentiment. There is no doubt that the cheapest quad-motor R1T Max and the cheapest Enduro-integrated R1T both offer savings of more than 19%. Nonetheless, for the typical family, there's nothing modest about $73,000. In 2021, the real median household income was $70,784, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. Therefore, even if Rivian expanded its market, it probably did so in a modest manner. Investors must also take into account the rising number of massive layoffs. Even those who are regarded as prosperous at the moment might not be doing as well in the future. A good idea in the short term, but there are still concerns about the long term. If I had to choose, I'd say that RIVN stock has enough momentum in the short term to see significant gains over the next few weeks. Technically, one could argue that shares may have become oversold. As a result, it's possible that the drive unit news will temporarily re-energize its price action. However, that is where I will hesitate in the long run. Value wars and tensions on the shopper economy by and large don't look good for organizations attached to optional opinion, particularly on the off chance that they're selling items evaluated at or over the U.S. middle family pay.